What?
Nothing, dude. This potion thing was pretty funny.
Just a little wizardry going on out there. Not a big deal. Nothing we're not used to. Just a little friendship and wizardry.
Do you think there's like wizard people out there? Like not real wizards, but you know, like they're into throwing potions?
We know for a fact there are.
We don't.
Yes, there are. Dude,
Potion?
LARPers.
Yeah, but that's almost there. At making potions.
There are people out there.
Wait, are there LARPers that have potions?
Well, actually, there's not even LARPers because there's still people that like practice witchcraft and shit. They make potions.
Oh, that's true. There's just okay, fair.
Some real shit right there.
Yeah.
Just whizzed out. All right. And we are back with another installment of the Brass Tacks Podcast. I think this is episode 17.
So,
Getting up there. We are your hosts, Rick and Adam. I am Rick.
Yep.
That's Adam.
Yeah.
Dude, so that new South Park episode, pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I guess.
Well, I mean, who hasn't had that breakdown yet where, like, you have a handful of shows you want to watch, but you have to subscribe to, like, 5 different things in order to be able to watch them? It's kind of getting out of hand.
Yeah, but now companies can make more money by doing that.
Yeah, and that's the shitty
Yeah.
part is that, I mean, it's another case of corporate America going for the dollar and not even like, they're not even thinking about longevity. Eventually,
Yeah.
these people are going to like start shaving off services. I feel like this is just like back in the 70s and the early 80s when there was like a million video game consoles.
Right.
And then eventually it just through time, it just gets whittled down to a couple.
Right, but they solved it by shutting down the internet. So maybe there's another message there too.
Yeah, that's a good point as well.
Uh,
There was like that human element where the cable guy was just like, nobody bonds over the same shows anymore, and like that can be said for a lot of things in
Yeah.
society these days. Everybody's so removed.
Have you seen that movie, The Cable Guy?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Or was it just Cable Guy?
It was I think it was just Cable Guy.
Yeah.
That was a creepy movie too. Just the kid,
Yeah.
like a guy who was raised by television because he had an absentee single parent and became a sociopath down the line.
Providing cable, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So like at the end of the latest episode of South Park, there's a telephone number at the end of the episode, and it's supposedly like Trey Parker's, one of the creators.
Mm-hmm.
So I called it the other night when I listened to the episode, and let me see if I can find it in here. Yeah, it's a Colorado phone number.
Mm-hmm.
So when you call it, this is what you get.
All circuits are busy. Please try your call again later. Announcement 8, switch
Oh,
5,
no.
8-4.
Well, I guess it's not up anymore. That sucks. I'm glad I called it when I did.
Well, what did it say when you called it?
It was like an ad to buy streaming rights to all the shows that all the fake shows that they've generated over time. You can like there's a little menu and you can pick through the menu which show you want to like get the rights for. And then it goes into a second like audio clip of Trey Parker just giving you a rundown of the show and like just cheesy music in the background. But like all of the streaming rights to all the shows are like this astronomical amount of money and shit like that. But it reminded me a lot of remember when Towley was first introduced to the show and like there was that whole IHateTowley.com.
Yeah.
Like how that was a thing. That's like I like when they add that kind of interactive element to it. I thought that was pretty funny. I was so baked when I called it and I was expecting something, I don't know, like not as enjoyable as I got.
Yeah, it was good.
I should have recorded it though, dude. I didn't think it was going to be a fucking bust when I go to play it on the show. Look like a fucking asshole now.
Well, maybe more people are calling it or something. It said all lines are busy.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess the episode has been out
So-
for like a few days now, so that makes sense.
It could.
Jesus Christ, man. This is like it's 2:30 in the afternoon and it still feels like morning to me. Usually I would have only been up for like an hour and a half right now.
Oh, man.
We woke up a little earlier today to do the show,
Yeah, true.
which is, I mean, it's kind of nice. I feel like we have the day.
True.
Man. Oh, speaking of being baked and watching cartoons and stuff like that, I was watching old King of the Hill episodes. I don't know if did you ever get into that when it was on?
I wasn't really into King of the Hill.
Yeah, so I mean, I get really mixed reactions. Like people either love it or they hate it. But I used to watch it a lot when it was first coming on Fox and stuff like that. But I'm watching these old episodes, and I saw some shit that would just make people go fucking crazy today, or like this day and age. There's this episode where Hank gets his fucking nose broken, and he has to go get it corrected. So they're at the plastic surgeon's office, and there's a transsexual woman in the office, like just lobby area, and she gives Bobby some advice for dealing with like his dad and what he's going through and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, take it from me, I used to be a man. And then Bobby goes, I think I understand what Shim is saying. And I'm just like, oh shit. It's like, even though that kind of shit doesn't trigger me, it's like now we have this preconceived or like this preloaded thing in the back of our minds.
You
that
couldn't
goes,
say that
oh.
today. Like they wouldn't broadcast that today.
No, fuck no, dude. I'm pretty sure that's why you don't see a whole lot of King of the Hill on anymore.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think now they play it on like Comedy Central or something now.
Oh,
And
do they?
it bounces around a lot. I know Cartoon Network had it for a while, or like Adult Swim rather. Ooh, I am parched. We normally don't smoke back-to-back bowls before the shows.
Oh, yeah.
I've got
that's true.
sandpaper tongue now. I'm all full of the chicken store now too.
Me too, man.
I feel like I got the itis.
Yeah, it's a lot of food.
After this, let's take like an 8-hour nap
Yeah.
and play some Call of Duty.
Oh man.
We really do need to work on a sponsorship for the chicken store, though. I guess like if we did, though, we'd have to start saying the name of the place, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Like they wouldn't appreciate that. Like we're never gonna get Papa John's by saying Father Jonathan.
That guy got just his wife filed for a divorce.
Well, I wonder why. It's
I don't
like after he dropped the N-bomb in that conference call, what
Yeah.
happens? He gets his job. He gets pushed out of his job, and then like just recently he's in the news saying he ate 40 pizzas in 30 days, and now he's like going on this media campaign.
He did, yeah.
And he's like going around on this campaign to say like, oh, Papa John's doesn't taste the same since I left. Like, what the fuck could they really have changed?
What could have possibly changed?
Oh, they taste good now? Like,
Yeah.
those are I don't know, man. Papa John's is like just one of those like kind of sure thing pizzas, I feel like. It's not the best thing in the world, but you know they'll deliver to you.
Yeah. It's almost like Little Caesars.
Yeah,
Not as bad as Little Caesars, but just one step above Little Caesars.
I agree. I mean, both of them give me like these wicked diarrhea shits. And it's like
Schnatters.
yeah, piping hot schnatter shit. Yeah, dude. And then like
Yeah.
the whole day afterwards, I'm like malaise. I'm just drifting around the house, like breaking out into like cold sweats. Dude, Father Jonathan's will give you menopause.
Oh. What?
Yeah, dude, that's what it feels like. I just find all these caveats to my daily routine to where I can identify with women more. You know, like the whole passing a solid shit and comparing it to birth.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
That whole thing. You know, I like to add a little something in there for the ladies.
Oh, okay. Nah,
Trying to be a sweet boy.
I guess.
Dude, who the fuck eats 40 pizzas in 30 days? Like, I can't handle one serving of Papa
Right.
John's.
I guess if you're hungry, it's a good question.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like, I don't know, man. Like it's the people working there too. Like if you go to these pizza places, like especially your chain restaurants, it's just like these people, they don't give a fuck about your food. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about themselves. That's why they're working there.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a bunch of fuck boys walking around.
Yeah, that is true.
Yo, man. Yo, man, can I use your phone real quick? Yo, Adam, let me use your phone. I need to call somebody, man. I'm out of minutes. Yo, man, can I borrow like $20? I've been trying to find a job and stuff like that, man. I need like $20, man. Let me get $20. I just need it for gas.
You just got to go to Papa John's, dude.
No, man. I already worked there. I burned that bridge. I got fired for handing out my mixtape. I was giving everybody my mixtape, man.
Oh.
Manager, man, he came up behind me. He was like, Rick, you can't be dropping fire all over the counter like that, man. So they let me go. I had to call my boy, give me a ride home, because normally he picks me up around 6. So, yeah, man, let me get $20 so I can go looking for a job. I got to get $20 so I can give it to my friend Curtis so he can drive me around, go, put in some applications.
Mm.
Yeah. Come on, man. Let me hold some money. Yo, you got a room I can stay in? You got a room I can stay in?
No.
Yo, man, can you want to get me some dollar menu after the show, man? That would be tight. Come on, man. I'm Fuckboy Rick. It's Fuckboy Rick. You got to help out Fuckboy Rick.
No.
Come on, man. Yo, man, you give me a ride somewhere?
Only fuckboys can help themselves, dude.
Fuckboy Rick is a maverick. He plays by his own rules. Fuckboy Rick is like 17 years old, dropped out of high school. He's worked every delivery job in the area, but he's been fired from all of them, so he has a really hard time with references.
But is he getting fired because of his mix? It's always mixtape related?
No. He blames it on that so that it sparks interest. You're like, so where can I find this mixtape? And he's either got like a really bad burned copy on him,
right,
or he'll like ask you if you have a pen and paper or something like that so he can write down the SoundCloud episode or the SoundCloud site.
True.
Everywhere, like whenever I'm posting the shows on like different social medias and shit like that,
Right.
I hashtag a bunch of shit. And whenever I type in SoundCloud, it's never the pre-typed SoundCloud tag is never just SoundCloud. It's always SoundCloud rapper, because there's so
SoundCloud rapper. What is that?
Oh, dude. All right, so I don't really listen to much on SoundCloud aside from like some podcasts and like a couple of people for music, but SoundCloud's littered with like wannabe rappers. Usually like skinny white dudes who have been like, they always say they've been rapping for like 10 years, but it's always like bad mic recordings and like unlicensed music and shit like that in the background. Yeah, man, I'm just pushing my mixtape, man. I'm working these little bitch jobs until it takes off. I got a baby on the way. I'm just getting my Marshall Mathers on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, boy. It's that fuckboy lifestyle. Some can handle it, some can't.
That's fair. That is fair.
But wouldn't that be nice if we were all just like afforded the opportunity to just waste everybody else's resources so we could chase our silly dreams?
Yeah. Spaghetti.
Nice shirt. Does it come in your size?
I'll come to your job and smack the broom out of your head.
Speaking of, we ended up wearing our Epstein shirts.
Yeah.
We didn't even communicate that to one another.
No.
The planets aligned. We got our sweatpants and our Epstein shirts on.
Yeah.
Taking it seriously.
Yeah.
But dude, I guess I don't know, man. Like we are doing something we want to do as a profession. We're just like working real jobs.
Yeah.
And taking care of ourselves while we do it.
Right. Yeah. It's a little bit different than, fuck boy.
The fuckboy mentality. That let me get $20 mentality. But like, aside from like the show, like what's your ideal venture? Like if you did have to work, but it's successful enough to where you stay comfortable for the rest of your life, like what is your ideal situation as far as that's concerned?
I think I've told you that. I just alpaca farm.
Yeah. Okay, I thought so. Like I thought that, and then I was like, Adam's got it figured out. It's a very like,
I don't know if it's figured out.
Well, no, like for you personally, that just sounds like a really good venture for you. Like it encompasses all the things that you're about.
Meh.
And I was like thinking, what's my alpaca farm? And it was very easy. It's things that have stuck with me from the time I was a child until now. And if I could have any job in the world outside the show, it would be running like a hybrid comic book store / arcade. Like just an old school coin-op arcade.
That's pretty cool. I thought you were going to say llama farmer, but
Oh, no.
I guess
Your coattails
guess was wrong.
Your coattails got tiring. I had to go in my own direction.
All right,
I'm my own man.
fine.
But like I just miss that, and it kind of like breaks my heart because there are so few comic book stores and arcades left, and
Right.
the reason it's heartbreaking is not that there's so few left; it's that so few people care about them anymore. That like they cater to such a niche market.
I mean, maybe.
'Cause
I don't know.
I
I mean, there's all these Marvel comic book movies, so maybe it's driving more people to it.
That's fair, but I just feel like the majority. I mean, like this is the thing is like the demographic that those types of things cater to.
Right.
Those people are traditionally not the most social, so even if they do have kids, given the
Right.
option, I feel like they're gonna order that kind of stuff online, and
Yeah,
also not
exactly
pay a
Well, no,
markup.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're getting it offline. Well, online. They're getting off of online.
They're getting off on the line.
They're getting off online.
Oh, dude, who's not
Every
getting
s-
off online?
Yeah, everyone's getting off online.
I was getting off online last night. I couldn't sleep. Like I was trying to go to sleep early.
Yeah.
Because like you told me you're coming over earlier today, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Like so, when we stopped playing video games last night, I tried to get in bed and go to sleep, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll write some stuff for the show. I pull my notebook out. I'm like, nah, I got enough, and like I put it back down. I smoked a bowl. I just sat there with my eyes closed for like an hour. Still couldn't get to sleep. So I was like, all right, it's time to browse some clips,
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
and that did the trick.
I mean, Pornhub's more popular than YouTube, probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Like hit wise. Maybe
Well,
it's not. I could be wrong, but
They certainly don't have the ridiculous restrictions that YouTube has, and they also don't have like that
well,
that guise of favoritism.
yeah.
I feel like the internet these days is like designed to work against you.
Yeah. They also put like, I think people are trying to put like red pill videos on Pornhub.
Like what kind of red pill videos? That's conspiratorial.
Yeah. Like free speech stuff that they can't do on YouTube.
Now, when you say free speech, what are we talking
I don't
about
know.
here, dude?
I don't know. I just heard about it before.
Are we talking about like 6 million, or are we
What's
talking?
that?
I'm saying, are we talking about some salty talk,
Oh, I don't know.
or are we talking about like conspiracy theories?
No, I don't think like.
Because I mean, you're not gonna find too many sweet boys rocking around on the Pornhubs, dropping those red pills. Hey, if you just believe in yourself, then that's all you need.
Yeah, dude.
Followed by a fucking BBC and a fisting video.
Yeah.
8 million hits.
Yeah. Maybe they're not. I mean, you could Google it.
I don't know. I mean, we can
Maybe.
see if there are any videos on Pornhub that are like that. I mean, what
Yeah.
would you even type in?
Type in red pill video.
All right. Let's see. All right, Pornhub. Search 10 million videos.
Type it in, dude.
All right, red pill. Let's see. Mom, redhead teacher teaches younger student with big cock a lesson. Below that,
Damn
a hentai, some Japanese
God damn it.
drawing porn. It just says a tale
All
of the
right.
red pill.
I thought there would be some red pill. Did you type red pill videos or red pill?
I just typed in red pill.
Type in-
Oh, there's the BBC. Sissy caption story: gender swap pill. Hot blonde date with a
Gender
BBC.
What is that? Your gender
You asked
swap
for this.
pill?
This is great.
Gender swap.
Yeah, just a lot of porn. Just a lot of porn.
Okay, but type in red pill videos.
All right. Should I do red pill one word?
No, I don't know. Does that make a difference?
I don't know. Red pill. Oh. Cuckold girlfriend watches me fuck our white PO to keep her out of trouble. Okay.
Why is that a red pill video?
Oh, here's Jennifer Lawrence in Red Sparrow.
Oh.
No one wants to see Jennifer Lawrence in anything. She looks like a Mickey Rourke mannequin. Her face looks very manufactured.
Yeah.
I'd rather fuck Maggie Gyllenhaal than her. And she's disgusting.
All right. Settle down.
You know she's disgusting.
Yeah.
This is a 6-year argument that Adam and I have been having about Maggie Gyllenhaal's zombie-looking ass.
I'm not saying she's not disgusting. That was the whole topic from the beginning of time. We're not getting it.
No, I get it, but it's just like maybe I get it. Like, okay, yeah, I'd fuck her for the story, but on my end of the table, I wouldn't fuck her, so I can walk around saying like, yo, this horse-faced bitch tried to get at your boy.
No one's gonna believe you.
It doesn't matter.
No one
I
believe
can
it.
believe me. I don't need validation from other people. I don't need no instructions to know how to rock.
Ugh.
But no, I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And then she's gonna walk around for the rest of her life like, oh fuck, there's always gonna be that guy.
Did you type in red pill videos?
Yeah, I did, dude. And the first one was the cuck girlfriend and the white
God.
parole officer.
I thought there was red pill videos on Pornhub, dude.
Here, I'll type in conspiracy theory.
Oh.
BBC invades white vagina. Let's see here. Conspiracy theory. Oh shit. That was it. Winnie the Pooh conspiracy theory
What?
by Filthy Frank.
Oh.
It's got 44,000 views. And somebody made an Elliot Rodger conspiracy theory video. That's the kid who shot up the campus in California, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, dude.
Yeah, it looks like him.
All
That-
right.
The apathetic kid in his car. He's like, girls won't fuck me.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It's like,
That was a
dude,
while ago. It was a couple years ago. Like a lot of years ago.
Yeah, it was a minute, but it's like, dude,
Yeah.
trust me, you're not really missing out on anything.
So what are these conspiracy things?
Just a lot of Winnie the Pooh conspiracies.
is there-
Here's one for make fake news illegal. Illegalize it. QAnon, Donald Trump, Alex Jones, Putin. That's the tags in it. And then it's just a lot of fucking videos. There's a piss video too. This person's got like a clamp over their vagina lips, and when they pee, it's like
oh, no.
flying out across the room.
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah, this is highbrow shit.
It's definitely a conspiracy theory, huh?
Yeah. Mind control. Fucking done with that. I'm done with a lot of these things on television.
You making a formal speech here, or?
Well, no, I'm just becoming disenfranchised with like all these things that it seems like everyone likes, but when you look at them or when you watch them or listen to them, they suck.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
I still can't really get into Rick and Morty.
No.
Like
Can't do it.
Yeah, I tried. It was
It's like you can watch it, but it doesn't feel like previous seasons.
I agree, and even those initial like first 2 seasons, which I will say were decent, they were all right. Those are the ones I watched all of.
Well, come on, dude. What are you gonna say? They were all right. They were pretty good.
But there's like this reoccurring theme of like the relationship between Rick and Morty is always the same cookie cutter thing. It's like hey Morty, check out the sarcastic and different statements I make under the guise of being profound, and then you get that's okay, Rick, the dim-witted demographic that we pander to won't notice, and you get that over and over and over again. They beat the same fucking idea into your head, and it's let's not forget that it's clearly a spin on like Doc Brown and Marty. You know what I mean? Like it's already.
I mean, yeah, kind of. But there's tropes like that throughout history, like of like cinema and stuff.
I get that. I just don't understand why
Like
this particular. Why this particular.
Doc and Marty's
one-
not like unique either.
Wait, who?
Doc and Marty
Oh,
are not unique duo either. There was someone before them that was kind of like that.
yeah, that's a good point.
Probably. I'm just assuming.
No, that's a good point because I mean, when you talk about time travel movies in general, like look at the 70s, 80s, 90s, like how many were there? Like how many dystopian futures did we see? Like all of these things like that.
Oh yeah, remember like Demolition Man? It like took place in the near future or something. I thought like it was like chaos in the streets, and they like future dated at 1996.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Well, we just recently passed the year in which Blade Runner took place.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy too.
Yeah, man, there ain't no damn flying cars.
No, man.
I mean, Harrison Ford's still running around sweaty as shit, like with his little earring, causing trouble
Well,
flying old planes.
I think those future movies made a lot of like infrastructural assumptions, like buildings stay around for lots of years. No one's gonna just not put this weird space age fucking
Yeah, that's a good point.
weird
There wasn't any
metal.
There wasn't any gradual buildup.
You know, it's like, yeah, there's people who have like, you know, fucking 50-year-old houses. Like, what? I'm gonna just have like fucking metal, weird encased in a 50 or 150 floor building. I don't know.
Well, now that we're talking about it, the more I think about it, dude, the Fifth Element was kind of like Blade Runner, but it was daytime. Like
Yeah.
it was the same
Yeah.
city.
Well, no.
You can only imagine what kind of shenanigans go on in like a futuristic dystopian city like that.
That guy's the guy giving him his Chinese food.
Oh yeah.
Like I was stereotypical. I couldn't even make that today.
No, that
like the future Japanese or Chinese guys floating away on a fucking boat that's a ship. Like you can't fucking do that today. Like
Hey, what is he paddling? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, he was paddling.
Like a
And-
gondola operator up in the fucking in this busy, crowded flying car intersection.
Yeah, there's a super like hacky accent. I really want to try to do it because it's like
Yeah, get us.
Get us-
We already make nothing but get us demonetized.
yeah, like how, dude, you'd never be able to get away with that today. That was crazy. I just thought about that.
Yeah, that'd be an issue. You know what? It's and Demolition Man. We never find out what those shells are for.
No. There's theories.
The bathroom
since
shells.
today, dude. No one knows the 3 seashells.
I would have loved it if there was like a director's cut and Stallone goes into the bathroom and just drops a fucking log onto the seashell and just sandwiches it with the other one. He throws it in the trash.
Well, I used the third one to scrape your butt, I guess. Or
Who the fuck? No, the third one's to bleed into. Yeah, that's my cunt scraper.
yeah, like the 3 seashells. What is this? It wasn't even that. How far was it in the future?
Demolition Man?
Yeah,
I don't know. We're gonna have to find that out.
like 1996 to
1976.
2004. It's like, 2004. Everyone's flying around and there's-
Oh, Demolition Man is 2032. I feel like they're the ones that are the closest.
okay,
then, in
dog.
that
That's
case.
even super close. It's not possible. The future's like that in that close of a time frame.
Well, you don't know that. I mean,
No, I do.
look what happened when we straightened out
Totally.
Japan. You
Oh,
drop.
God.
What if the entire world went through a catastrophe like
Well,
like an atomic explosion?
yeah.
People would probably not be so apt to be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go start some trouble."
Yeah, but no one's going to afford all these like innovations of. I mean, it's only 13 years, dude.
Well, think about it.
When was the year?
2030 or
Oh.
2032. That's a lot of time for shit to pop off. And
Was I right on that?
considering
I
we're
might have did
like,
the math wrong on that.
well, considering the fact that like our country's at war
no,
every
dude.
10 years, it feels like, or like in current wars, it's like we're constantly dipping our toes into different things that we probably, I mean, like from the individual standpoint, like I don't know shit, you know what I mean? But
Oh, of course.
But like from my standpoint, it's
100%
like
agree,
there's a lot of shit out there where you're like, is this really necessary? Now there are always inner workings and things we don't know, but still, you know, you can make some pretty astute assumptions with what you're given.
Yeah.
But I feel like like 12, 13 years from now, there's most certainly
Yeah.
something could happen. And then when you think about it, Demolition Man, it was like a dictatorship.
Essentially, you're right. It
You
was.
know what I mean? And all it takes
Yeah.
is one crazy guy to have the drive and the determination to create.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. Well, no, the fucking guy that like outlawed swearing and all this other crap.
Oh.
That asshole. Like he
Yeah.
was kind of a bad guy.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I
That's
mean?
why he gets killed too, dude. Like the ruler of the place.
Yeah, he fucking lets Wesley Snipes out of his little cryo chamber thing.
Yeah.
And Wesley Snipes just like automatically knows Taekwondo and shit. But I like that they didn't make him like too good at karate. Like he was like a green belt.
Well, yeah. Because he's spending most of his time being a criminal.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't train all day if you're going to be a criminal.
I mean, you can.
No.
Most don't.
Yeah.
That's why you see all those mafia guys. They just had like really bad heart problems and stretched out pants and whatnot.
Well, that was the spaghetti.
It was a gabagool.
Like, it was the gabagool for sure, dude.
Look at how they massacred my waistband. There's a picture of me with a dick in my mouth in 1962. Don't forget, people, Brando had a cock in his mouth.
Oh, it's a joke.
Yeah, me and my friend did this for a goof. It was for a goof. All right, now bring the gabagool.
Oh, the gabagool, dude.
Yeah, we keep on with this chicken store, dude. We're gonna end up like Brando, dude, face down in a tomato patch.
I know. Yeah.
Our shitty little grandkid running around. Wake up, you old bag! Throw the ball back. Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Google it. Google it, people.
Google it.
Brando,
Google
Brando
it.
dick in the mouth picture.
Oh, yeah, that's
And-
real. Yeah.
And
We know
dude,
it's real.
it's a weird shot because it's not even like the whole. He's not taking it down to the hilt. He's got like the tip, kind of in between his lips. It's like he's kissing the tip, but like kind of an open mouth kiss.
Yeah. I mean, it's a thing.
And you know it wasn't serious because it was in black and white. They were making a statement.
I'm not sure they were. I think they were pretending to make a statement.
Take the picture. Now bring me the spit bucket. Him and his fucking cotton balls in his mouth.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking method actors.
No.
Oh, man.
The gabagool, the fucking... What else?
The gabagool. What else? You got the gabagool. You got the Bobby Bacala getting shot in the train store.
Yeah, Bobby Bacala was... That dude never really did much.
He's the one guy in Sopranos that didn't really deserve to get killed the way he did like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone involved is a criminal and like did some bad shit, but Bobby Bacala just wanted to fucking have his train set.
His fucking son, like, hates him.
Yeah, dude. And the poor Bobby, he's like a product of his own environment. He didn't like really,
I know.
Given free will in a different circumstance, he would have never chosen to be a criminal. He wasn't that guy.
No.
I still think
Nah.
I still think one of my favorite scenes is when Chris and damn it, I'm blanking on his name. Hairdo.
Paulie?
Paulie, yeah. Chris and Paulie are walking out of the restaurant after they had like just squashed their beef that they had for a long time. And the waiter comes out and he insults Paulie over the tip that he left him. And the waiter goes to walk away and Paulie throws a fucking rock and
Kills
hits him in the
him.
back of the head. Well, no, he doesn't just kill him. Like the guy hits the ground and he starts shaking
Yeah,
and
he
shit.
seizes and dies.
And Christopher looks around and goes, well, and he just pulls his gun out,
Shoots
shoots him in
him.
the chest, and they walk away.
Oh my god, we gotta pull that up after this. I gotta see that.
Yeah, dude, it's such a good episode. I mean, God, what episode wasn't?
Oh, yeah, there was some that were not good. The ones where he was in a coma, it's like, okay.
Yeah, those were kind of whack. That was a phone it in week, I feel
Yeah.
like. But another one of my favorite scenes is when Steve Buscemi is like sequestered away because like the law enforcement's getting too hot. He's putting his key in his door and he looks to the right and Tony just gives him that facelift with the shotgun.
Oh yeah, yep.
As if you could make Steve Buscemi look any less like a corpse.
I know. He did it himself, dude.
He was a rough looking cat. He was a firefighter before he was an actor.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Some guy just told me that. I don't know if that's true or not.
No.
I don't fact check. I don't give a fuck. It's true or it's not. I don't give a shit.
He was just probably talking about his friend Steve Buscemi.
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 Yeah, he's in Fargo.
Yeah.
Can handle it here in Brainerd.
Oh. Oh.
We goes to Pancake's house. What is it in your fucking pancakes? Steve Buscemi always gets
Yeah.
the same lines in every movie, I feel like.
Kinda.
In
Yeah.
Mr. Deeds, peanut butter and gumballs.
Great. I'm glad you brought him. He's a great actor. He's been so much great stuff, and you bring up his fucking some bullshit. Wait, do you remember he was in what's the other
Big Daddy.
No.
He was the homeless guy in Big
Yes,
Daddy.
Hey,
where's my Egg McMuffin?
Billy Madison. He was in that. He shot. I think he had the lipstick.
He had the list of people he wanted to kill from school. Probably another thing you could not get away with nowadays.
Wasn't Billy on the list?
Billy was top of the list, and he like crossed him off.
He took him off the list.
And he acts all casual about it too. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, I know, I gave you a hard time in school." Oh, that was years ago.
Yeah,
And he's just like,
don't worry about it.
yeah, no problem. Thanks for calling.
That's exactly it.
And then he just lays back and starts slowly putting lipstick on. And it's just a big ass notebook with just names on it.
Oh, he was just a pure psychopath.
Yeah.
Like that. Oh my god.
Mr. Klebold here.
Oh, like what? That's like. I mean,
It's Dylan Roof's
went from-
dad just hanging out in a trailer.
but he went from Reservoir Dogs to that.
Oh, I know. I don't tip. I don't believe in it. Before you go and give me some sob story about some single mother working her way up. Everybody throwing a buck. And since you paid for the breakfast, I'm going to tip, even though it goes against my better judgment. I'm massacring those lines.
Yeah, it's not bad. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Fucking. Oh, I've been watching Oz.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah,
remember telling
dude.
me that.
I finished watching The Wire. And after that,
Good.
I was like, what else? What else
Oz is
did
pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude. Well, I was like, what else did HBO do? Because like, every show they put out is fucking badass. Like at least the ones that I've seen that I really enjoyed. Like,
Well, they have
They
a lot
have-
of garbage right now, I'd say, but
right. Well, yeah. I mean, hence why I've been watching like Sopranos, The Wire, Oz, and
Right.
also Boardwalk Empire. That was
great.
Genius.
That was great. Yeah.
But fucking Oz, man. I didn't really get to catch it when it came out because it came out in
Oh,
like
it was-
'97.
Yeah.
My parents would not. I mean, my parents let me watch a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's
But-
probably off the table still.
Yeah, dudes getting ass fucked and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
crying and shit like that. That was much.
Yeah, no.
They wouldn't want me to grow up,
But that was
being
a-
messed up. Or
Dude, that was a
anything.
well-made show, though.
Very much so. And the guy that sells State Farm insurance is like the
Oh,
head
yeah.
of the Aryan Brotherhood.
Yeah.
He's
He's, a
just-
huge character now.
He's branding people with. He's
Yeah.
branding like white dudes on their ass cheeks with swastikas.
Yeah, dude.
I just so I'm on like I'm in the first season still, but I'm on episode like 3 or 4. But his bitch gets a conjugal.
Mhm.
And then he comes back from his conjugal, and State Farm guy is on the top bunk, and he's like giving him shit because he didn't ask him permission to go fuck his wife, and like he went through his
Oh,
stuff
no.
and found pictures of his wife and his kids, and he was like, "Yeah, I've got 2 sons on the outside. Maybe they should pay your wife and your daughter a visit and shit like that." And then he makes him like rip up this picture of his family. Dude, I was literally laying in my bed like
Whoa.
sweating. I was like getting anxiety from like watching this dude undergo all this shit.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, man. And it goes into everybody's backstories too. Like the wheelchair guy. I think he was he Tank or Dozer in the Matrix?
Oh,
The one who
Tank,
does.
right? Or I don't know. The young one was, I can't remember.
I think it was Tank.
The older dude was Tank, right?
I don't know. Either way,
I don't know. Yeah,
he's
sorry.
in a wheelchair in Oz, and
Yeah.
it shows his like origin story. He's like
Yeah.
fucking his girlfriend and everything like that, and he's banging the headboard against the wall. And at the same time, the police are battering ramming his door, and it like goes in this like sequence together, and it gets louder and louder and louder, and it's just like, I don't know, man. My heart started beating all fast and shit, and like they go through the door and everything like that. But I don't remember this because I mean I didn't really see a lot of it when I was growing up. But like they like walk him. He ends up killing a cop in the chase, but they ended up like walking him up to this ledge, bare naked, or like butt naked, and they handcuff him and they walk him to the ledge of this building and they just throw him over because he killed a cop.
Oh,
And the cops like make him walk the plank over the fucking building, and it just cripples him when they were trying to kill him. So they end up booking him anyway, and he gets life, and he's in a fucking wheelchair narrating Oz. That's like his origin story. Literally, no one has a happy story in that.
Oh no, of course not.
And every ray of sunshine that somebody might get is immediately taken away in like times 10 fashion. I've already seen so many dudes get butt fucked. Episode 4,
Oh, dude,
like 100 butt fuckings.
yeah.
I don't ever want to go to jail.
Wouldn't recommend it.
I feel like my parents probably should have let me watch that. That would have kept me away
Scared
from
straight.
Well, yeah, it would have kept me away
scared
from a lot of my dalliances as a child and then into my early 20s.
They should be showing that in middle school.
Oh yeah, dude, honestly, I'm glad you brought that up because this is something like I haven't gotten to talk about this with like a lot of people because it's controversial, but I think they should bring back corporal punishment in schools, like especially middle school and high school. There's too many of these little shit ass kids like bowing up to teachers and assaulting teachers and shit like that.
It'll never happen again, though.
Oh, but it should, man. Like, could you imagine if like the resource officers were there at the capacity to where like they were the ones that got to carry it out? It's like some little asshole kid hits a teacher. They just get put in a broom closet and they got like 3 seconds of just getting the boots put to them, and then they just shove you back in the classroom.
I don't know, man. It's so litigious these days. People just be suing everyone, dude.
Oh, I know, but that's the thing.
Everyone.
That's why there should be consent forms and like there should be. I don't know.
There's no consent form. Lawyers would probably find a way to get around the consent form and sue them later.
Man, I'm just saying. I think hitting kids to a certain degree, it would fix a lot of the world's problems.
Well, you're probably not wrong. I don't know.
I'm never wrong. I'm perfect.
Oof, okay. You know that's not true.
Well, that's what I tell myself. Keeps the gun out of the mouth.
Oh, well. It's definitely not true then.
Every day when I'm brushing my teeth and I'm looking in the mirror trying not to have a breakdown.
Breakdown.
Ow, now my head hurts. Poor Tom Petty. What did he have? Did he have a stroke or an aneurysm?
Oh, I thought he was like on fentanyl or something.
Oh, was it one of those?
Oh, I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't. That's alleged. Why don't you Google it?
That's one I just don't care to Google. I really don't care.
Okay,
who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Coma. Yeah. I thought it was like some kind of coma thing.
Coma.
Dude, some kid was in the store with his mom the other day, and they go walking down the wine aisle, and the kid goes, "Why are you buying wine for so and so?" And the mom's like, "'Cause her mom's dying." And the kid goes, "Oh no, is she still in a coma?" And the mom goes, "Yeah, but not for much longer." And I'm just thinking in my head, like, I bet whoever they're buying that wine for is just in a mad dash to get some fucking adjustments made to that will while she's in the coma. And she's got power of attorney.
Yeah.
Before they flush that old bag.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, this kid's talking about comas like he understands it and shit like that. Like he's probably like 5 or 6.
Yeah, by 2 years old these days, kids will know that because of the internet, dude.
When I was that young,
if you're 2.5, if you didn't know that, be laughed at.
That was the scariest shit on the planet to me when I was younger. Like I was always afraid of comas and just anything I didn't really understand. Death didn't used to scare me a lot because who at that age can grasp it?
You know what I mean? About it.
Or like the permanence of it. And yeah, even now, like now into my adulthood, it's like whatever, dude. Like I guess I'll retire on that day, you know?
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, like, man, this kid's like talking about it so regularly. But when I was his age, it was like probably my biggest fear. And I think that was the case because like I had a friend growing up. His name was Matt, and he was like way older than us. Like he was like in high school when we were probably in elementary school. But we would all skateboard and stuff like that. And him and the other big kids would like come skate with us every once in a while, which we thought was fucking awesome.
Oh, that's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, he like taught me how to do a kickflip. He gave me my first set of like metal trucks because I was skating around on this plastic Target piece of shit. And he was like, "No, that won't do." But he was skating down a hill one day, like not even doing anything crazy. I wasn't there for this, but like my one of my buddies growing up was. They were skating down this hill and everything like that. He ended up hitting something, falling off his board, and he like cracked the back of his head and went into a coma. and he was on life support for like a few weeks, and they had to like eventually unplug him because he just wasn't coming back.
What?
So yeah, he died, and
That's crazy.
The skate park in Myrtle Beach now is named after him. But really nice guy. But when that happened, I was like 6 or 7. And my mom tried to explain, what was going on with him and like the whole situation. Dude, I could not grasp it, and I was so afraid. Like, I didn't go to school that day. I was just crying and crying and crying because like you don't want that to happen to anybody, and like you're trying to process it. You're like, oh shit, my friend's dead, like, or he's like asleep but alive but not. You know what I mean? You don't know where to fucking connect the dots. But I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sick contribution.
Comas, dude.
Yeah, man, it's crazy to go back and like revisit those things. I always like, I don't know. I feel like I repress a lot of the bad things like that. I more or less like to reminisce about like old funny shit. Like all the horrible things we used to do, riding around in cars and
popping wheelies.
Yeah, popping wheelies, torturing teachers. I was like, dude, I was a terrible guy to my teachers, or to some of them, just the ones I didn't like. But
yeah.
I was talking to one of my friends from high school yesterday. My buddy Lyle called me up, or we were texting back and forth, and we were in this teacher's class together. It was me, my buddy Dennis, and Lyle, and we were like thick as thieves, dude. And we had this teacher named Buddy Rogers. He sounded just like Hank Hill, and he would even do like the whoa, like that shit. Yeah.
That's wacky.
He sounded just like this. He was a super nice guy, and I don't know what made us go after him so hard, because he was not mean to us at all. He was a really supportive guy, and he was always there for you. And he gave his personal number to all the kids in case like we ever had issues at home. He was like, I'm good friends with the resource officer. If there's ever any problems, you can always call me, and I'll help you out. Super selfless guy. Unless he was just trying to cherry pick,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good
True.
student. Why don't you come up and
Shoot.
sit on my lap?
Yeah, that could be.
But so we used to fuck with him relentlessly, man. And like he had this framed picture of him shaking George W.'s hand. It was like his prized possession. He would talk about it all the time. It was displayed prominently in the classroom with like a golden frame.
Yeah, I mean, shaking a president's hand's probably, are we ever going to shake a president's hand?
No.
No. Sorry.
I mean, they're just people to me. I really don't give a fuck.
I understand.
I know you don't either.
Yeah, obviously, they're just people.
I'd rather shake O.J. Simpson's hand. Hey, congrats.
If I have a photo op with him?
Yeah, so tell me, what'd the bitch really do? Oh, man, I'd love some signed isotoners. Do they even make those anymore?
Isotoners? Probably they were bought, and then there's still like ones that have say isotoner.
They saw a small uptick in the early 90s.
Oh, look, let me see.
But oh yeah, so we used to have a break in between the class. Like, in high school, did you ever have like the breaks where like one of your classes would go halfway through, then you'd like go to lunch or something like that, and you come back and finish out the class?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, nice.
But wait, a break in between class?
Yeah, like you'd have like
the same class?
Yeah, like blocks in between classes where like your lunch period would fall in between a certain class, so you'd have to like.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we did. We would go like halfway through the class, and we'd all have to go to lunch, and then we'd all come back and finish out the rest of the time in there. So one day, like, I just felt like fucking with him, and so we all left the classroom. I went to the bathroom, waited for everybody to leave. I went back into the classroom, and I stole his George W. picture.
Oh, oh no.
And I put it in my locker. And so, so we get back from lunch, and he walks in, he turns the light on, and we were all sitting down and everything like that. And like a couple seconds later, you just hear, "Ah!" All right, where is it? And we're all like, what? And he starts losing his shit.
Oh, I bet.
He's like an old Southern man that's like, he's getting all fired up and he's trying not to swear, so it's breaking up his speech.
Oh, yeah, dude. For him, he just shook, like, that's a picture of him shaking Jesus' hand in my well.
Exactly. It was his. That was
and a bald eagle on his fucking shoulder.
Yep, and we're talking like pretty close, pretty soon after 9/11, like spirits were high. Especially an old Southern man like him.
Oh, yeah.
George W. is the Messiah. That's his Muhammad.
Right? Yeah, he's a Jesus man.
But yeah, he so he calls the resource officer and everything like that. None of us break. We're all just like, they question all of us out in the hallway and shit like that, and we're just like, no, why would we take his stupid fucking picture? So the next morning we come in and he had this giant, like this long note written on the whiteboard, and it just said like, oh, so and so, whoever took my picture, I promise, like, I won't punish you. I'm not mad at you. I just want it back. I really care about this picture and everything like that. So like when we came back from lunch break, I put it back on the wall and never spoke about it again. And
my God.
And he was true to his word. He came back in the classroom and he looked at it and he turned to us and he just said, "Thank you." And he sat back down at his desk and that was it.
It's a pretty level-headed guy.
Really nice guy, and he dealt with nothing but bullshit from us.
Yeah, you're giving fucking sass, dude.
One time I called him up at like 2 a.m.
Oh no. Oh no.
My friend Ed lived across the street from me, and he had a tent set up in his front yard.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, like when you're a kid, you just do bullshit.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
fun stuff to just do.
Yeah. So like I snuck out of my room and I go over to the tent, and it's like some kids from school plus him, and like we're all hanging out. And he was one of the only kids that had a cell phone at that time.
Oh no.
So we call up Mr. Rogers, and like I start like swearing at him over the phone. He's like, Who is this? God damn it! I know this is one of y'all. I'm gonna find out who did this. And I was like, it's Lyle. You'll never fucking catch me. I hang up the phone. The next morning, I come into school. The fucking resource officer's already in the classroom waiting, and I sit down, and everybody's going into their seats and everything like that. Lyle walks into the classroom. He's like, "Not so fast."
Oh no.
And they pulled him out of class for like an hour.
No way, dude.
And they were grilling him, and he was just like, "What was the phone number?" And they showed him the phone number, and he was like, "Well, that's not my phone number." And so that's how he got out of it. But that was another one I didn't get.
Close call.
Yeah, dude. And he knew it was me. He could have ratted me out, but like, we just weren't like that.
Yeah.
He's 10 toes down in that fucking classroom, dude. The one time I felt really bad for fucking with a teacher though was I had a SAT prep class, and the teacher was like 178, and just like disheveled, decrepit looking, really nice lady. Again, super nice lady.
Mm-hmm.
But me and my friends would just make fun of her all the time, and her name was Miss Calendar, so we called her Darth Calendar. And we did this like collaboration drawing of like her with like these Freddy Krueger blades on, and we made her face all fucked up, and we wrote Darth Calendar on it.
Oh, no.
And I was walking out of the classroom one day, and I guess it just fucking fell out of my binder, and she found it. She didn't know it was us, but she found it, and like the next day she showed it to all of us, and she started crying in the classroom, like in front of all of us.
Oh,
I felt horrible.
Richard, that's not good.
No, I know it's not good. I mean, I still feel terrible about that kind of shit. There's every once in a while I'll remember something I did where I'm like,
yeah,
that
dude,
wasn't cool.
I remember, like the grade above me. I know the guy's name, the teacher, but whatever. I can't remember his wife was a teacher too, but I remember I was some kids put fucking Windex in his coffee. Like, I think they got in pretty big trouble for that.
Well, yeah, it's considered.
I mean, it probably could kill you or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
he was kind of an older dude. He actually, not funny story. He was a volunteer fireman.
Yeah,
he was
got burned
actually
to death.
no. Him and his son were responding to a call, and a fucking tree fell on them and killed them.
Whoa!
Like how fucking like the tree had to fall at the perfect time.
Oh my god!
Right onto their car while they were driving, killed them both.
I thought you were gonna say they pulled up and then Building 7 fell. Well, yeah, casualty of war.
I mean, yeah, man. But another story about it. That's one story, kind of a weird poisoning story by that student.
So he got poisoned by a fucking student, and then a tree fell on him and killed him and his son?
Yeah, that was a few years later, though.
Holy shit.
Not many years later, actually. Maybe a year later, actually. But yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. His son was only like 18 or something.
What are the chances of that?
0.
Well, I mean, and
1.
To be honest, like people don't really like.
Well, 2%, I guess, actually.
I feel like people don't really realize that the most dangerous aspect of their lives is getting in that car and driving. It's just such a fucking dice roll every time
you
do
never
it.
know, man. It could not even have nothing to do. Could have nothing to do with you.
Well, you never know when you're gonna go.
Some freaking baloney brothers, fucking on his phone, swiping
turkey.
right to some fucking jabron,
Some disaster in Aurora.
yeah, some fucking garbage in Aurora. And he fucking swerves over the median and his his fucking Subaru WRX souped out.
Souped out.
Yeah, with those even louder exhausts.
Jesus Christ. Those people need to
the
be
last thing you
beaten to
hear.
death.
I know the last thing you hear before you die is that stupid. I can't even do it. Do the
Your last
do
breath.
the rolling coal thing. Yeah, that's the last thing you hear. Come on.
Your last breath is like or you're just inhaling like the byproduct of his grape vape or something like that.
Yeah.
Your last breath is some shitty vape store product.
Another teacher story though. I don't know if I've told this before. Maybe I did. We had this is just a story. It's not real, so it doesn't matter.
I think at this point you can say it's real. Enough time's passed. Like, what are they going to come arrest you for some dumb shit you did when you were a teenager?
Oh no, I didn't do anything.
Adam's like, we raped 5 people.
No. It's about a potential, like allegedly a history teacher that in this story, a high school history teacher. He was really good friends with this one kid in school. I'll be honest with
I
you.
already don't like where this is
This
going.
is really weird. I think about it now and it was fucking weird. But like a bunch of us actually want to. Last Samurai came out of the theaters.
Oh, nice.
And he's like, "Oh, I'll go with you guys." He was an older dude, but like, we're like, "All right, yeah, cool, whatever." He's the history teacher.
yeah.
He has a whole. Maybe he has a whole apartment. He owns 2 apartments. One apartment is just full of World War II memorabilia.
Oh, what side?
Probably both sides.
You sure about that?
Maybe both sides.
You sure about that?
It could be, a 70-30, 80-20
Oh,
ratio
okay.
of both sides, but 99, I don't know.
I think the 0.1% would probably be like, yeah, this is one of the Allied soldiers' bloods on the end of this scabbard.
But it was weird. I didn't really think about it at the time, but that is weird. And he was like, he would part his hair. I think it was a wig. Because anytime we had fire drills, he'd put a fucking Yankees cap on to go outside. Because if it got any wind gust, I'm pretty sure it was a fucking wig and it would fucking fly away.
Oh, I know. He had a wig on.
But it was a comb over wig.
Oh, I went outside. Oh no, so it was like a half.
It was a wig designed as a comb over. Maybe.
Why?
Allegedly.
Why? Oh my god.
That's what I want to know.
So they make
Dude, this is just details about the guy. This is not even the thing about the story. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like,
go ahead.
you're this is what I'm saying. This is just how weird it is thinking back. Like now, I didn't think about it when I was a kid. This guy
Yeah.
was fucked up.
He sounds like a turkey.
Yeah.
So wait, he had 2 apartments. One of them just had a
Yeah.
bunch of Nazi paraphernalia in it.
No, it had World War II memorabilia.
I know, but I mean, let's just call it what it is. I mean,
World War II memorabilia.
so he just had like a even.
I said World War II memorabilia. He had some Japanese stuff.
Oh, even better. Okay. Here's an actual brick with actual ash.
I mean, we actually did have a Holocaust survivor come in. So
Yeah, I think a lot of schools did.
yeah, they probably traveled them around. Before.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably like one. I mean, they're got to be old. Well, no, they're still alive. Probably if you were a kid.
There's a few,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, if you live through like a horror like that, you're owed some money. First of all, let's just call it what it is.
Well-
You're owed some money. You're owed some restitution from that.
Yeah.
And if you want to do like some book deals and go on like a school tour and be like, hey, don't
Oh
don't put Zyklon B in shower heads.
no, yeah, you should. It's a good thing that while you still can, but it's also it's like there's gonna be a generation where you're not gonna be able to ever meet a Holocaust survivor. So
Yeah, very true.
if they come in, it's like it's kind of neat. Like even World War II people.
Yeah. Oh my God, Band of Brothers, those guys that give those recounts.
Oh, it was so cool, man.
Oh my God, what an awesome.
But
show.
anyways, we're deviating from this.
Oh yeah, sorry.
because I will not finish this story because there's so many weird things.
All right.
So like I said, we want to Last Samurai with him.
Yeah.
So I don't know what year that came out.
This teacher went to the movies with you guys?
Well, yeah, we were talking about it in class, and he kind of were like, "Oh yeah, you can come too."
I love Katsumoto.
Kind of like not really, but he actually came. Hold on, I'm gonna look up.
In his hair.
Yeah, it was weird, but
Are you looking up when Last Samurai came out?
yeah, 2003. Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So whatever. Then like a year goes by. So like we're going to graduate, or yeah, we're probably graduating. But he was hanging out with this kid that was 1 year younger than me, one class below me.
Oh, boy.
A lot. Like he would go hang out with him and stuff.
And it's 2003, dude. Like, how old were you? Because I wasn't very old. in
16.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's dicey.
Now we just gave our ages.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Doxed us.
yeah, whoops. I'm pretty sure I've said my full name like 3 times.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a good point.
Not to mention I'm constantly handing out business cards at work and shit.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. But, yeah, so he's like 15, maybe 16, hanging out with this kid. Like, that's the age of the kid. And he's probably
too old.
in his 50s. But my one buddy that was a year younger than me would kind of didn't hang out with this kid, but just knew the kid kind of.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, yeah, he fucking hangs out with. Oh, I almost said this fucking teacher's name.
I said the real name for mine. He's dead now, though.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell
I
you,
don't
that
know if
teacher
this
died
guy's
the year
dead.
after us. He had a heart attack.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's a little part I left out.
poor guy.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. He had a junkie nephew that like took his brand new computer out of the box and replaced it with textbooks because Rogers didn't know how to hook up a computer. And he said he was like, "Yeah, I bought a brand new Mac and my nephew's gonna come help me set it up." And that day never came because his nephew came to his house when he was at work and stole the computer and left books in the box. His nephew was a junkie.
Right.
But so wait, did anything ever happen with this guy?
I can't
Like,
believe you do that.
yeah, I know. It's pretty fucked up.
Take a fucking okay.
I don't know who was worse, like my antics or like his nephew.
His nephew was a lot worse.
Thank you.
He gave the picture back,
That's true. That's true.
So, but
we dropped tampons all over the room one time too. We
Richard.
colored on them with markers,
Oh.
and we dropped them everywhere. And so he made all the guys leave the room, and he gave the girls a talking to. He was like, "No, I don't know if this is some kind of joke or y'all just nasty."
Oh no, Richard, you were hurting that guy.
No, I was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, am.
Yeah, I guess that shouldn't be, past tense, but yeah. So whatever. This guy, he hung out with him and stuff. So I think I was in college. No, I was in college. I can't
Special
remember. I'm
ed.
trying to think when I heard about this. Was I in Colorado?
Oh no, you got some follow up to this.
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. So that kid and him like were hanging out and stuff, and then that kid was going to college. So I was like, "Look, dog," or he wasn't saying like that. He wasn't saying. He was like saying, "Oh,
Look, turkey."
The teacher kept texting him like, like, "Oh, we got to hang out before you," like pressuring him and stuff. And he used to work at the local pizzeria.
Oh
kid.
no, it's already bad. It involves
he
pizza.
fucking came into the pizzeria, dude.
Did
So-
he order a cheese pizza?
Yeah, he should have.
Piping hot Schnatter's cheese.
Yeah, dude. And like came in, and that's why I know a bunch of people that saw it at the pizzeria.
Yeah.
Like asking this kid like, "Oh, we gotta like, why don't you want to hang?" Like, dude, like,
Wait, being weird and persistent?
Yeah,
Ooh, okay, groomer. You gotta
it was
do
weird.
something.
Like, but I went to a movie with that guy. Well, I mean, there was like 5 of us, but
You try the popcorn trick on you?
oh, no. That guy was looking for talent.
Yeah, I know. He was definitely looking for talent.
He was fat, like in his 50s or 60s.
Dude, he probably like took some candid shots of you guys at the movie theaters, like posting it some creepy message board. It was like, "Yo, dude, I'm swimming in pussy."
Oh, no, I found out a fucking year later. I think. Maybe 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But like Here's the other weird thing. Maybe this is just a story. My friend's parent may have been on the president of the school board.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a public school.
So he knows he's got some insight.
It's a public school. No, but we were talking about it because we'd hang out at his place a lot. My buddy's, house. And we were talking about this. He would be there, listen to all that. Never said a fucking thing to the school.
It was a different time, Adam.
Yeah,
you and I are from that last generation of like, it's really uncomfortable to talk about people fucking our kids.
Yeah. Well, I
Now,
don't
are
know
you
if that,
sure you
we
weren't asking
we don't know
for
if he
it?
was fucking, but
Oh, he was fucking.
yeah, I don't know. But
Used to trade files on a hard drive.
yeah, that was really Now that I think about it, but it was different time, I guess.
It's weird when you get involved with faculties of schools in any regard. Like my last 2 years of high school, I used to smoke weed with my friends at the resource officer's house.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Like it was weird. You'd catch your teachers like just being human, and then like it would kind of add some levity to the relationship, and then that would just kind of snowball into like this is just a normal dude. But sometimes just being acquaintances or like even friends with your teachers and shit like that can end up bad.
In college, it's a little bit different. You could probably you probably don't want to be friends with your professor, but you can have
Well, you guys are both like, I mean, I would say like college age is still kind of like a kid to me.
Oh, you're definitely
Sure.
sure.
Like we're fucking dumb as hell now.
I mean, I'm an idiot. Yeah,
so like,
we're basically kids. Yeah, now.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
we're not physically kids.
We're sitting in a room surrounded by video game and anime posters,
and Jim Norton.
Oh yeah, and Lil Yimmy.
Yeah,
what a good night.
I gotta say, it's real weird how it's positioned.
Oh, it's just it's facing
you can
my
lay
bed.
down. If you lay down in your bed, and look up, you're looking at Jim Norton.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd put it there.
Well, before Daddy goes to bed, what I like to do is lay on my back, stare at the picture. I shoot a wad into my hand, and I just do a little salute over my brow.
As it drips down,
yeah, I get a little cum tear.
Richard, that's gross. It is pretty cool poster though.
And then it dries like Elmer's glue, and I just peel it off. It's highbrow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Teachers must have been really fucking dirty, even like if you go a couple generations before us.
Oh yeah. They got away with a lot more.
When I was in school, I knew a teacher that married his student after she graduated high school.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the one that like he fucked her while she was still not of age? Like,
oh, I don't know about that.
I remember
that was like, well, right when it happened, it was like, I mean, he was an old man by one time I knew him, but yeah,
dude, that kind of shit's just gross. I had another history teacher in like, I think it was 11th grade. He, like a couple years after I graduated, he ended up getting in a ton of trouble, and I think like, I don't know if he ended up going to jail or not, but like a former student accused him of like, I guess statutory.
Oh no.
So like when my teacher was still a teacher's assistant, I guess he fucked one of the high school kids. He fucked one of the other guys in his class.
What?
Yeah, he was gay and nobody knew it.
Well,
I mean, I shouldn't say that. He wasn't out.
But people knew he was gay?
Yeah, I mean, his mannerisms, the way he spoke, and he owned an antique store. I mean, I'm not trying to stereotype, but I mean, those are 3 dead giveaways.
Dead giveaway.
Yeah. But yeah, that ended up being a thing, but really cool guy. I never had an issue with him. He was always really funny, and like on Teacher Appreciation Day and stuff like that, I'd always flip him off. He always thought that was really funny. Yeah, he was like foul mouthed and shit like that too. He was just getting him a little side. He was getting some side.
Yeah, he certainly was.
But yeah, I mean, that's not cool because obviously whoever this student was that he copulated with.
Oh no.
You know, I mean, we're talking like the 70s, early 80s, I'm guessing, and like in the deep South, that shit's not. You know, like you can't just be out and proud at those times.
Not in the South, that's for sure.
It's just now starting to get better. So like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this student probably confided in him, and like he took advantage of that, and that's not cool. But in my opinion, he has nothing on my 11th grade English teacher. This motherfucker, dude, he was on heavy antidepressants and antipsychotics. And he had a lightning bolt earring, and he was just 100 miles per hour every day. And then he would do things where like he'd stop taking his meds to see what it would do. He was just really like experimental about his medication in all the worst ways. So like this summer, we were out of school this summer after 11th grade and everything like that. We come back for our senior year, and we find out he's not there anymore. And we're like, what the fuck happened? And they tell us that apparently he like went off his meds.
Oh.
And he drank a ton of whiskey. And he drunk drove to the school the night before. And he like broke the window out of the lobby, and he broke into the school.
Oh, good.
And he was like tearing up classrooms.
What?
And he took his shit on the principal's desk. And then he got butt naked, goes into the dance room, and he fell asleep butt naked, face down, with the bottle in his hand in the dance room.
Couldn't even make an exit.
Fun fact, my mom actually works in that area of the building because they converted it from a school to like an extension of the hospital.
Mm.
She works in that building where all that happened.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, he's a hell of a guy. He would be down to give you alcohol, like buy beer and shit like that, only if you like let him hang out with you.
Oh no.
He was one of those guys.
Yeah, but you think about it now, I would never make that deal with any kid. Why would I want to hang out with you?
No.
No. So that's a red flag. Like, why do you want to hang out with these kids?
Well, as a kid, I feel like even if you're doing stupid things, you're still trying to stay out of trouble. You don't need a 50-year-old man who plays with antipsychotic medications like it's recreational.
Yeah.
You don't want him running around. He before I moved here, I was still in Myrtle Beach, and I was delivering edible arrangements, and I was in my van, and I'm driving around and everything like that. This fucking Dodge Charger comes flying past me, and he gets in front of me, and he brake checks me and gets down to a crawl, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And so we're at a standstill on the side of the road. Dude gets out of his car. It's him. It's the teacher. He's like, oh, I thought that was you, man. What's up, man? You trying to have a beer? I'm like, I'm fucking working, dude. Like, what are you doing? And he goes, all right, man. Well, I'm fucking hitting the first bar I see, man. You come over there and talk to me if you want, man. See you later. He skirts out. And then he cuts off a bunch of traffic and goes to the other side of the highway and stops at a bar.
Well, he was true. That was the first bar he saw.
If one thing was true about this man, he was a man of his word. I can most certainly say that. No one's questioning his honor. That's for sure. He got in trouble in his neighborhood one time. Like, he came to school one time, and like the entire left side of his truck was beat to shit. Apparently, the night before, he had been drunk driving around the neighborhood again and speeding and like drifting his truck around. And there was a bunch of people. It was like the daytime. It was daytime, and like people were throwing bricks and shovels and shit like that at his truck as he was doing it. And he comes, and we were like, "Yo, what happened to your truck?" He goes, "Oh, I don't know, man. I went off my fucking medication. I drank a little bit. I was trying to drift my truck, and I don't know what happened. I guess like I thought the neighbors were throwing lasers at me, and I was trying to dodge them because once the bricks started flying and stuff like that, I just considered it a game."
Oh, no.
That was his rationale.
That guy's crazy.
Yeah, dude. He's, to say the least, good man though.
It sounds like it.
Oh man, I think we're ready to call it.
All right.
Fuck yeah, this has been a fun one, dude. A lot of good stories. Oh man, thank you all for listening again, and go ahead and do us a motherfucking solid and share the show. Make sure you follow and like everything. I just got done converting everything, all of our sound files, so that I can put them on YouTube. So that'll just be one more outlet you guys can listen if it's more convenient for you. But yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Slickhando. Make sure you like our Facebook fan page. I believe it's at The Real Brass Tacks. Or actually, no, Facebook's just Brass Tacks Podcast. But yeah, follow us on Instagram at The Real Brass Tacks. And I guess that's it for us, and we will see you next week. Go fuck your mother.
You can eat my ass.